Our next sequence of restorative yoga is for people in recovery from addictions. The first posture is Adho Mukha Virasana. We move to the end of the mat at the back, kneel, rest your bottom on your heels, move your knees apart, and extend the body forward to rest your forehead on the floor. Keep extending the body and keep relaxing the brain.
For a supported version, place a bolster lengthwise under the chest. This surrender pose allows complete quieting of the brain, particularly when one is feeling overwhelmed or anxious. One can draw a feeling of safety and security from Mother Earth in this pose. Also, for healing addictions, it invokes a statement of surrender to a higher power. Adho Mukha Virasana stretches and tones the spine, relieving pain in the back and neck. Hold this pose up to 5 minutes.
Slowly inhale and sit upright. Stay in the posture. We need this posture to move to the second posture. Introduce a brick in front of you. Keep it either horizontal or vertical. Our next posture is Adho Mukha Svanasana. Extending your hands forward, rest your hands on the mat. Slowly resting your feet, soles rested on the floor, pressurizing your soles, the metatarsals. Slowly raise the body up. Lift the tailbone sharply up. Keep the forehead rested on the brick.
The ever-famous downward dog pose is a full-body pose. It stabilizes blood pressure and heart rate. It is a key pose in relieving lower back pain. It relieves arthritis in the shoulders, wrists, and fingers. This pose counters the damage done to the knee cartilage and hamstring muscle through running and sports. This pose creates a feeling of grounding and wellness, helping the recovering addict find peace and resolve. Hold this pose up to 3 minutes.
Slowly bend your knees. Go into Adho Mukha Virasana again. And then rise up and sit upright. Our next posture is Setubadha Sarvangasana with a brick and a belt. We lie on our back. And tie the belt around the thighs, in the middle of the thighs, holding the legs together. Rest your back on the floor, bend your knees, lift the tailbone, position the brick at the tailbone level, and then grip your hands behind the brick, extending your arms, and then slowly extend the legs and stay in the posture.
This classic pose improves digestion and strengthens the abdominal organs. It relieves backache and strengthens the spine. It combats depression by expanding the chest, opening to life and breath. Setubandha Sarvangasana has a calming effect on the brain. Remember to soften the throat and breathe deeply while holding this pose. Hold this pose up to 5 minutes.
Slowly bend your knees. Lift the tailbone to release the brick. Drop the tailbone down, remove the belt. And embrace your shins, bringing your knees towards the chest to relieve the spine from any kind of discomfort that may linger after the previous posture. Slowly roll on your right and come out of the pose. Our final posture for addiction recovery is a relaxation in halasana. We use the chair and 2 blankets for the posture. Lie on the floor with your head rested on the floor, shoulders on the height of 2 folded blankets, pressurizing your palms on the floor downwards. Lift the legs and the trunk up to rest the thighs on the bolster or on the plain chair. Relax the arms. Keep the elbows bent. And bring about a relaxation disposition. The front quadriceps rested have a direct effect on the brain. This posture helps to address hypertension and brings about the hypometabolic effect within a recovering addict. This manner of relaxation helps the addict to come into an inner stillness and wipes out phobic disorders and nervous tension.
Use caution with this pose if you have a neck injury. A surrender pose, halasana calms the chattering mind, helping suspend compulsive thoughts. For the recovering addict, it shifts the locus of control away from the ego to the self. It reduces fatigue and insomnia, and improves functioning of the thyroid and parathyroid glands, helping overall metabolism. It alleviates throat ailments, asthma, and bronchitis. Hold this pose up to 5 minutes.
To conclude, support your back with your hands to bring your trunk slowly to rest on the floor. And then sit upright. Roll on your right to sit upright. This concludes the sequence for the treatment of addictions.